Sad story. The police, you gotta laugh not to cry. The police are hiring police that are wanted for homicide. Person of interest. A spokesperson for the department confirmed the official's identity as Dana Hayes and said he was hired on April 11th. April 11th. Hayes is listed in the city's gun offender registry. Now, this is important because that registry is easily traceable. You can track it, which tracks residents who've been convicted of at least one gun-related offense, okay? According to the city's open Baltimore data portal, open portal, no secret access, no secret information, open portal. Hayes, 37, was arrested on multiple gun violations in 2018. Hayes reportedly was also charged with domestic violence in 2010. The commissioner told the press, and I quote, the HR department did a background investigation and it was missed. We're correcting that as we speak, and that has been corrected. Let's put up a picture of the commissioner. All right, the commissioner said HR did a background check and it was simply missed. We're correcting that as we speak. I have a question. You mean to tell me that your HR department at the police department did not catch that he had multiple convictions? That he, in fact, was on the gun registry, which is an open source portal, okay? All right, let's go to the mayor, Brandon M. Scott. Brandon Scott, his office issued a statement and said the mayor has now asked for a review of the department's civilian hiring practices. You don't say. The quote is, upon learning of a systems failure in the civilian hiring process at the Baltimore Police Department yesterday, Mayor Scott has directed Baltimore City Chief Human Capital Officer Quentin Herbert to perform a comprehensive review of BPD civilian hiring practices and submit recommendations to improve their policies and procedures. Mayor Scott is committed to reforming HR practices throughout the city to ensure we hire only eligible and qualified candidates to fill these critical positions in city government. Now, does this make sense to anybody? Not only is the person a person of interest for a homicide, they have multiple arrests that never came up with the background check. They're on the gun offender registry, which anybody can get access to. You and I can actually get access to that registry. And HR never was able to find it, even though they conducted a background check. This makes zero sense, none, okay? Here's the other part. Who in the hell would have the audacity to apply for such a position at the police department, knowing that they have all of these offenses plus a gun offense on their record, unless they know somebody? That is the only way. Listen, obviously I'm making a conclusion based on circumstantial evidence, right? But who applies for this job, gets every break known to man, gets the position knowing about their background? Who does that except for a person who has an inside connection? All right, okay. Yasmine, thoughts on this?
Yeah, so whenever you see something like this, like let's give them the benefit of the doubt and say that this all was just a misunderstanding in the HR department, which is a really silly excuse that they're giving, but let's go with that for a second. This is just exemplifies the issue that so many activists, social justice people, champions, whoever you want to call it, politicians even, or candidates, this is the problem that we're up against, right? You have individual people who are fighting for certain things, but we're up against systems and institutions, all these things that are in place to fight against us. It's like the protester versus a wrecking ball. It's not a fair fight, right? So when you talk about dismantling these systems, people get very offended or they take it personally for some reason. It's like nobody's saying that, law enforcement itself in and of itself, bar none, that's a problem. It's the way that it's being done. It's the systems that are being, that are upholding these people who are giving a guy who's been convicted of something access to a police department. So it speaks to the bigger problem of, we're expected to do so much, but there's all these things working against us. So how can we possibly make any kind of moves anywhere? It's very frustrating.
Yeah, extremely.